Hey everyone, so today we are going to talk about the easiest way to implement object detection in PyTorch, or I would say in Python even. So what you need to do is you need to head on to this Yolov5 PyTorch page, and I'll be providing the link. It is pytorch.org/hub/ultralytics Yolov5. Okay, so this particular library basically, or this particular model can give you the results of object detection with all its classes and bounding box coordinates in just 5 lines. Okay, so as you can see over here, now this might not directly work because I have tried it and it did not work for me, but don't worry, I have already gotten a solution of getting it working in exactly 5 lines of code. Okay, so let's go to the code section. So you already know that you need obviously image. So I have this doggo.jpg, or here dog.jpg. So this is my favorite image. I have used this image in so many videos. So you already have that over here. So what you need to do is first go and write pip install u ultralytics and -q for quiet mode. So it's going to take you over a minute to execute this. Okay, here it showed 6 seconds, but when I run it in the first time, this is my second run, so in the first time it took me more than a minute. So be ready for that. After that, you need to import torch and cv2. Now in this particular method, they did not import cv2 or torch vision or pil image, because they were able to take this particular image and then pass, or rather just give the url and directly pass it to the model. This might work, but I don't know why it did not work for me. However, I have got a solution. So for if it does not work for you, don't worry. Okay, so basically you take this particular line, you copy it over here, and then you add comma cv2. Okay, so opencv will also be added. After that, you take this particular line, this whole thing, this particular line, copy it and then paste it over here. Okay, this is your line, and then you run it. Okay, after that your model will be downloaded, right? Once your model is downloaded, you can go for this line itself. However, instead of just, you can copy this line over here, then paste it over here. Okay, over here, and then remove the images from there, and instead of that use cv2.imread and then pass the path of the image. So how you'll get the path of the image, you go over to these 3 dots, then you copy the path over here, and once you copy the path, first let me remove over here, let me remove this. Okay, let me remove this over here, and then I'm going to hit Control V, and again that particular path is going to come. So once you run that, you can just once you run that, your results will be saved in the variable named results. Then you can print the results. Once you print the results, you can get basically a preliminary result. Okay, so obviously if you look at the photo over here, if you look at the photo clearly, you can see obviously there is a dog over here, there is a bicycle over here, there is a tree over here, there is a scooter over here, and there is a truck over here. Okay, so these are the things that you can see. What are the things that the model could find? It could find the bicycle, it could find the car, it could find the truck, and it could find the dog. So it did not find the tree, but it does not matter. And it also gave us the shape, that is 1 cross, I think the 3 is missing over here. Yeah, 1 cross 3 cross 480 dots cross 640. So this is your image dimensions. Okay, now I know if you look at the image, you can say, okay, let me just remove this over here. You can say, okay, fine, we got everything, but the color has changed. Now generally what has happened according to me is that you have to use something like a cv2 dot convert color, and then let's say you say image comma bgr to gray. Okay, so bgr to RGB, something like that, but we don't need it over here because we will not be using it. Okay, so you can go result.show, and you can see that yes, bicycle is being predicted, car is being predicted with 0.88% accuracy, dog is being predicted. So all these things you can see. Now this result variable, I have done a dir on this just to see what kind of things are available. Okay, so you do a dir on that, and you go into the bottom. You can see over here xy or xywh. So basically this is the format in which you get your bounding box coordinates. Okay, so xy means this is xy is x min y min, and this is x max y max. So if you go over here and you say results dot pandas, so that you can get it in a better format, dot xy of 0, you can remove this 0, but let that be. You will be getting this particular bounding box. So you can see x min the xy. So this is x, this is y, again this is x, and this is y. Then there is confidence score even, and then there is class, which is the class that it belongs and the name of that class. Okay, so x min is the x top left x coordinate, y min is the top left y coordinate, x max is the top bottom right x coordinate, and y max is the bottom right y coordinate. And this is for the dog. So what you can do, I haven't done, but what you can do is basically take this particular data frame, run it in a python loop, run it in a for loop, and then for every iloc, that is for every to say tuple or a row that you take, you use the cv2, you use the cv2.rec let me remove that, cv2 dot rectangle. Okay, and then you just pass in the image. After that, what you're going to do is going to give the top left corner, so whatever x min that comes and y min over here, then x max, x max, x max comma y max. Okay, and then maybe over here you'll need to give other things as well. Okay, so you might here need to give thickness or and then the color. Okay, so these two things you have to do. Once you do that, you will be able to generate this particular image in the right format. Okay, I haven't done that because the focus of the video was more on object detection and getting into the final result, rather than, because again for that I'll have to cross the threshold of 5 lines. Okay, so if you're fine with this image, it's okay, but if you want the real version, you'll have to exceed more than 5 lines. Okay, so I hope you like the video. The description, in the description you'll be getting the links to both of this, and the code is already available on GitHub. Thank you very much, and bye.